Hey everybody, I'm going to be demonstrating how to be building your own scoring model using YCharts. The scoring models essentially allow you to score different securities based on a combination of metrics. Our scoring models are housed within both our stock and fund screener, and to get there, hover over tools, and that way you'll be able to get into either of the screeners, stock or fund. For this example, I'm going to be using the stock screener. And I'm going to be narrowing down this initial starting universe to just the companies included in the S&P 500. Scroll down, select S&P 500 and hit submit. From here, after we have all of these companies, click on scoring models in the middle of this page. And once you do that, you'll see that I can either open my previously saved models that were either created by me or were shared with me by someone on my team. But if I do want to create a scoring model from scratch, I'll close out of here, click once again on scoring models and create new scoring model. Go ahead and give your scoring model a name. I'm just going to call it scoring model video. And then choose which type of scoring model this is. These companies can be sorted by either percentile, rank, and score. To learn more on the difference between these options, click on the question mark right here. Let's go ahead and select rank for this video. Now, go ahead and click on Add Score component. This is where you're able to add financial metrics that you'd like to see as part of your scoring model. You can add the metric by either searching for it in this search bar or click through one of these categories. Today, I'm interested in looking at undervalued companies, and the criteria I'm going to be using is first, revenue, quarterly, year-over-year growth. Now you can see we have various options here that pop up, but I'm going to select this metric because it allows me to see how much the quarterly revenue of a company has changed from one year to the other. Hit submit. And I want this to be higher because obviously we're interested in looking at companies that have had higher revenue growth rather than lower. The second component I'm going to select is net income for that same time period, year-over-year growth, to have a apples to apples comparison. And I'm also going to keep this to be higher is better. Finally, for the third score component, and you can add multiple metrics, but I'm only going to be using 3 in this case, I'm going to search for 1-year price returns to have a similar time period. But here, instead of higher is better, I'm going to change that to lower instead. So essentially, I am looking for companies that have seen their revenue and net income grow year over year. However, they haven't had a very spectacular price increase over that same time period. Now, the last step is going to be adding weights of your choosing to each of these metrics. We just have to make sure that all of these weights add up to 100%. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to weigh them equally or as close to equal as I can. So 33, 33, and 34. So you might be wondering what this null values column means. And what it means is that this assigns values to the companies that don't have any values reported for a metric we have selected. So for example, if one of the 500 companies on the list didn't have a value for the 1-year price returns, in this case, it will be assigned the minimum value out of all the 1-year price return values we do have for the rest of the companies. Finally, all I have to do is click on Add Score column. And as you can see, this is going to give you a column which assigns a rank to each of these 500 companies. And I can quickly click on the titles to sort these 1 through 500. From here, I can add any of those metric columns by clicking here, 1 year price returns daily, hit submit, and then I'm going to search for net income, quarterly, year-over-year growth, and hit submit, which basically allows me to see the underlying values within the scoring model. And of course, you can add in any other relevant metric columns you'd like. And that's it. That's how you create a new scoring model. When you come back to a new stock screen that's completely empty, you can pull that saved scoring model by clicking back on scoring models, open saved model, and selecting that from here. And that's it, guys. This is how you create your own scoring model. If you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat icon on the bottom right corner of the page or contact your dedicated account representative for any other questions you might have.